Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Million Dollar Media. I'm your host Max Charles, and I am doing a little bit of catch up of movies I saw over winter break. Sorry, I was a bit busy at work, and I also came down with a really bad fever slash cold and last couple days of 2023. But I just wanted to start off by talking about a little film, not a little film, but a pretty big film that came out, Wonka, based off the Roald Dahl story of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, specifically of the character Willy Wonka. Yes, this movie is about Willy Wonka in his, well, not very young age, even though we do see a flashback of that. We see him in his early to mid 20s coming to vague British town, wanting to set up his own little chocolate store. And he faces a bunch of other chocolatiers called the Chocolate Cartel. Yeah, it's very funny. Um, he also has to deal with rent problems from Mrs. Scrubbit and Bleacher, both really fun characters. Oh, and a little Oompa Loompa played by Hugh Grant, wanting to steal his chocolate every chance that he can get. I just want to start off by saying that, like, I'm a big fan of the 70s, I think it's the 70s version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and because I'm a huge fan of Gene Wilder. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. Just the way he delivers lines, his comedic timing is so good. But he also has this like capability to be like so spontaneous and scary in very lighthearted roles that it's very interesting to watch him. And he's just so good with movement. He's just a one of a kind talent. And there's no way that this movie was ever going to like live up to that kind of potential for me. However, I'll say this. Timothy Chalamet does a really good job in this film. What I appreciate is doesn't just go for a straight on Gene Wilder impression because that would never work, and that's just not what this Willy Wonka is at this point in his life. He goes for mannerisms, great cane acting from Timothy Chalamet. Like his performance and his body movement was very good, and it felt very Gene Wilder and like very confident, but also like jovial and fun and spontaneous. But instead of like the Willy Wonka that's like kind of jaded, like there's no jaded edge to this Willy Wonka. He's just bright and full of hope. So it's nice to see this version of this character. I thought Timothy Chalamet just did a really good job just making this his own with a character that is iconic as Willy Wonka. And overall, I really enjoyed the film. It's not gonna make any like top 10 lists for me. Sorry for spoilers, but like it's a very charming film. It's very nice. What edge it has with very funny, like really clever jokes, British wit, dry humor, very over the top caricatures of people, actors just really playing up like whatever character they have. Like the villains of the film are very funny to me, at least. They're just so over the top. It is hilarious. Like the main bad guy just eats up the mustache twirly version of it, and I know that's what they're going for. Like, there's not meant to be any dimension to these characters except for the ones that you want to care about. So I just appreciated that it was just kind of it felt like a Roald Dahl story come to life. Are the ones that like or your main characters are the ones you're supposed to care about, and everybody else is just a really fun, colorful character. Like I liked Olivia Coleman and Tom Davis as the innkeepers. Olivia Coleman just really playing up this just this really nasty woman, and there was some really laugh out loud moments with the two of them, especially like when they try to force like a. And this is the only like funny like forced romance I've seen in a while where it was just like that's hilarious. There are a lot of big name British actors in this, or at least like big name character actors that are in this. Like I'm a big fan of Downton Abbey, and it's nice to see the butler played by Jim Carter in the film. I think he always brings something to whatever role he's in, and I love. I never heard him sing before, so it was kind of interesting to hear that deep of a voice like sing. I just thought it was really funny. He just brought it, man. Like there was one actress that I saw that in this film. I was like, "Who's that actress? Who's that actress?" And she's from Sex Education, and yeah, it was really cool to see her. She played a little funny character. One little actor that I thought did a really good job was I think her name is I think I would say the name is Kalaan. She plays Noodle in the film. She's this new character added to that kind of shows like Wonka's like care for youth in that he sees that this little girl is in like the worst possible like position in her life, kind of similar to how like Charlie was in that movie, and how he kind of tries to comfort her by like he can get her chocolate, taking her out on like little adventures to milk a giraffe. That's a part in this film. And yeah, I just really liked their little dynamic. I thought they were really fun, and they had a really. I liked their song together with using the balloons to like fly above the city. It was just a lot of fun. It was very, very whimsical and on purpose, very on purpose. I guess I should talk about Oompa Loompa Hugh Grant because I know there's some controversy around that, but for me, I thought it was pretty funny because there's only so much you can do with Oompa Loompas now. I thought the Charlie in Chocolate Factory Tim Burton version had an interesting take with I forgot the name of that man, but having all of the Oompa Loompas played by that one little person actor. But and I wish they could have gone for a little person to give them like a big role in this film and see their talent come to life. But for like a CG Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa, it was funny. It was just kind of funny to see like Hugh Grant like play up like this very dignified Oompa Loompa. Got a lot of laughs in the theater when I saw it. I especially liked his end credit stuff. That was really funny and a really clever way to like do an epilogue. Paul King directed this film, and I know him from directing the Paddington film. So when I heard that he was going to be doing this film, I knew right away that this was like in good hands because I was like, oh, he's like perfect for this kind of tone and style and whimsy and just very, very like sweet, charming feel to the film. And the film is just really sweet, and he adds so much to it with his style. It's not too showboaty, in my opinion, and I kind of appreciate that. It's not like a weird Tim Burton like acid trip and or maybe in that case meth trip. Like this film feels like a classic 70s musical in the style of the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. In that like all the characters are just I mean just the style in the world isn't too it's colorful when it needs to be, but it has this grit. I don't know. I just like the style and overall tone of the film. I'm not really someone to talk about music that much because I don't know much about writing songs or writing music for that matter. So I could only say that I liked most of the songs in the film. I thought some of them were just kind of, that was okay. But I do like the ones that they really put a lot of effort into. The one, as I said, with the balloons and the flying over the city, that was fun. I really like the one where it's the sweatshop song. I thought that was a really fun song. And I know that's gonna be like, wait, what? A sweatshop song? Yeah, a sweatshop song. That song was really funny to me. It's just as someone who works in retail, it made me laugh. I'm not gonna say where it is in the film, but I do like their version of Pure Imagination, because you know the film is going to have that song. It's the most popular song from the original movie, aside from the Oompa Loompa song. Every trailer that tries to be edgy and whimsical uses Pure Imagination in just some way. So I was totally ready for like, okay, when are they gonna pull out Pure Imagination and is it gonna be good? I like their interpretation of this song. It's not the same its version as the original. It's a cover and updated version for this movie. And I think that's what's important to really get across. Um Otherwise like I thought the score was really fun. It also has like little keynotes of your favorite of all the classic songs like Pure Imagination and the Oompa Loompa song when it needs to. Yeah, just everybody really brought it. And oh yeah, I'm looking at the cast list right now, and I noticed that Rowan Atkinson is in the film. He doesn't really get to do much in that he just plays a priest, which if you know anything about Rowan Atkinson, him playing a priest is really kind of funny. I'm also looking at like Sally Hawkins, who I knew like I feel like that was a kind of a given that she was going to be in this film, knowing that like she is in the Paddington films. She plays the mom of Willy Wonka. Like for the little part that she has, she's really good, and she's the heart of the film for Willy Wonka and going for his dream of being a chocolatier. Another character, real quick. I really like Keegan Michael Key in this. Throughout this whole film, he's just unrecognizable. He puts on a voice. He's very caricature, chief of police kind of thing. Just a really fun like foil. Like he's not the main bad guy. He works for the bad guys, but he's just funny and just the joke of they just pay him in chocolate and every time you see him he just gets a little bit fatter. All the wrappers just like falling off his like shirt. That was really funny and just like it's the best thing I've seen Keegan Michael Key in a long time because I just feel like he just plays the same thing over and over again. But for this I thought, oh yeah, this is fun. I could see him just like I just want to do this movie and just be like a character actor and not a leading man. And you know what? Good for him. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else would I say about this film. Just overall, like a really fun film. It was a perfect movie to watch around Christmas. I think it's gonna be one of those movies I'll put on during Christmas from now on. In that like it takes place like in a very cold, snowy time. It's very bright and colorful. It's a musical. Anyone of any age can watch it and appreciate it. It may not be for like your edgy teens or edgy 20-year-olds that are like, oh, I hate musical. Shut up. This is definitely for people who are like a little bit of whimsy, a little bit of like movie magic kind of feel. And I think, yeah, if you want to go see it, go see it. It's still in theaters by the time of recording, hopefully by the time of release. And yeah, when it comes out on Blu-ray, I'm definitely gonna buy it on Blu-ray. Even though I think it might come out on HBO Max or Max. I call it HBO Max. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Really good film. Highly recommend it. That's my review for Wonka. If you like this review, please like, subscribe, and share. Please subscribe to our Patreon. We're trying to get that going so that we can get more and more money towards the channel so that we can do bigger and better things. This is third day of 2024, and we got a lot in store for 2024. I hope to let you all know what the schedule is soon. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day.